What's up? What's up? I'm Dali.
And I'm Jess.
Peace and love, everyone. We break down the news, add context, and give our honest takes. Our goal: educate, spark discussions for educational and entertainment purposes. We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that.
On Savage Sports this week, we got Gervonta Davis arrested for domestic violence. Oh, my God. Then we have Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Lawsuit drama and rigged fight claims. Always rigged. Always rigged. Something's always rigged.
Okay,
Leah Thomas. Pinstripes titles. Teammates react. What's next for trans athletes?
Yep. And then in Culture Corner this week, Love Island USA, racial slurs, apologies, and the truth about the herpes rumors. Nicki Minaj versus Jay-Z, Meltdown, Paternity rumors, and Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit. Oh, you hear she's dating Klay Thompson now? Oh.
Wait, who?
Klay Thompson.
Who is?
Megan Thee Stallion.
I thought she was just dating,
Oh, I don't know, man. It's messy.
I thought she was just dating, what's his name? Stephon Diggs.
Man, I don't, what?
She was just in
Excuse
a
me?
relationship with Stephon Diggs. You said Cardi B, right?
No, I'm talking about,
Oh, you said Megan Thee Stallion. I'm
Megan
tripping.
Thee Stallion,
I'm tripping.
okay.
I'm tripping.
you're getting
I'm tripping.
you're celebrity
Wrong
mixed
Nicki
up.
Minaj rival. Allegedly.
Rush Hour gets a content warning. Are we all just too sensitive? Always stay to the end for viral views. You don't have this on it, but like quickly mention, yes, there's a lot of stuff in sports that's happening. FIFA Club World Cup, 1 million prize fund. What has clubs pushing harder than ever? Cram like 32 into of the world's best clubs into a month-long tournament, and like the physical toll is real.
I do have this.
Yeah. Is that like a price people are willing to pay for extreme sports and stuff, you know?
They love their yeah, they love their soccer, bro.
Yeah, they do.
So yes, absolutely. I think it's a price that they're willing to pay.
But we don't know. We're not saying much about it because we don't really know as much onto that side. So we just.
We're really looking to y'all comments for this one. This soccer fans, we're really looking for your comments for this one.
But Katie Taylor won the fight against Amanda Serrano. That's on Netflix. The fight was a rematch and was decided by unanimous decision, with all three judges scoring about 95-94 in Taylor's favor. And then Los Angeles Dodgers currently holding the best odds, and that's not till September for the World Series. Followed by Detroit Tigers and New York Yankees. So a lot of sports is going on. Big Three and other sports, I think. Clips album out. Kendrick's verse, Whips and Chains. His opening was just his verse. It was like, I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I sent your ass back to the cosmics. This is like, whoa, okay. But lyrically, he's fucking top notch on that shit.
Business as usual.
Yeah. And then a 7-year-old Jamal White was reportedly abducted at gunpoint in Milwaukee. You heard about
I just seen that video actually.
Yeah, Amber Alert is active across Wisconsin as police search, but I don't know if it's true, but they said they found the 7-year-old.
Hopefully, I hope so. Alive and well.
Hopefully. It's coming out like 2 hours ago or so.
Okay.
And then flooding in Texas, devastating.
Yeah.
The death toll is rising. Last time I heard was 120. So prayers to those people. Like, fucking hell, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Epstein list. Holy bro, so much to say about that, but we're not gonna get into it because this is not it's just like, what the hell? The narrative now is like, if you talk about it, you're a loser. You're a low life. You don't know what else you were able to talk about. And like Trump and that administration is saying, like, why are you guys talking about this? This is not even the priority and everything. After reporting it for how many months, and it comes to that, Jess. Like, nothing has come to it. It's all fake. It's not real. It's made by the Democrats. What are we doing here?
Like I said,
Jess was right,
They're
man.
not gonna expose. We the people are not gonna find out anything
Right.
unless somebody leaks it. And even then, there's so many big media outlets and all that protect these people. It's gonna come out like this is a hoax, this is fake, and the masses, even if they handed you that from front page to back page and said this is the legit list, there's gonna be millions of people questioning the legitimately.
Right.
The legitimacy. There are gonna be people questioning if it's legit.
Yeah, for real. But it's just everyone's mad, left or right. It's a list that is that gets the broader of all politicians, Hollywood stars, celebrities, foreign leaders, and everything. Like, come on, the whole world wants to see that list, but like Jess been saying, they're not gonna release it at all. And yeah,
and if you do somehow get your hands on it, you might not be around to tell about it. Allegedly.
Anyways, let's get into it. Share your thoughts with us. Hit that like button. Share this video with a friend, and it's free to follow the channel. Scan the QR code and sign up for a chance to win free merch. Let Culture Speak Live, episode 47. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
Welcome back, everybody.
I thought it was you, fool.
Nah, I didn't say I was doing this one.
Did
I say I was doing this one?
Jake Paul?
I'll do it anyway. I
Fuck it, do it. I'll do it.
I did not think I thought.
Wait, you said shit. Hold on, guys.
I said
I'm sorry.
Minaj, Rush Hour, and Gervonta, bro.
Oh,
On the
yeah,
other
you
hand,
did too. Okay. Jake Paul's unanimous decision over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. 99, 91, 97, 93, 98, 92 at Anaheim's Honda Center was supposed to be his big step towards a WBC cruiser title shot. Instead, he finds himself battling Piers Morgan. But let's check out this video of before the fight. A kid actually, and Jess, I sent this to Jess, that right before the fight, he looked it up saying that Jake Paul already won. Let's check it out.
Your Jake Paul sucks. The fight hasn't even started. I searched it up. Yes, he did win.
You already won?
The fight had barely started.
What round is it?
Seconds.
Second round. Keep saying that Google AI already won.
And then battling Piers Morgan, who called the fight an unwatchable farce and claimed it was rigged. Paul, now 12-1, didn't let it slide. He's going after Morgan legally for what he says are deliberate and harmful lies. Paul's business partner, Nikisa Badarian, called Morgan's rigging claims baseless and irresponsible, emphasizing the bout was fully sanctioned. And are these fights good or boxing? Is the circus taking over? Either way, Paul's now riding a 6-fight win streak, and the spotlight is only getting hotter. So he's looking at 14, and we'll see.
Are we counting that Mike Tyson fight?
No, I don't think so. That was what's it called? Exhibition. I don't think so. Just off of that video of a kid, I don't know, with AI and Google and stuff, probably gets mixed up things, but just looking at that, it just seems it was in his favor regardless.
All right.
So,
Um,
any thoughts?
No thoughts.
It's Jake Paul, man. He's a business person. He has an idea where he wants to be in boxing and whatever. But Jake Paul's victory over Chavez was his 6th straight win since his only loss to Tommy Fury in 2023. The fight was a 10-round cruiserweight bout, fully sanctioned by a California State Athletic Commission. Chavez Jr. is a former WBC, so he's retired. Middleweight champ with 54 professional wins. Paul's last fight before Chavez was a highly debated win over 58-year-old Mike Tyson. If WBC ranks Paul, he could fight for a world title. Something unheard for a YouTuber just a few years ago. Again, he's a YouTuber, smart businessman. People, regardless, are going to go and see the fight. And hopefully that slim chance that he's going to get knocked the hell out and lay on the ground. Do you think?
Man. One thing, though, like you said, though, you can't deny. You know how to make some money. For sure knows how to make some money. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it since Vine. Were they doing it before Vine?
Like he's been around since Vine?
I want to say,
yeah. Since Vine.
Maybe even before. I'm not sure. I've never really been fans of them two, the brothers.
Yeah.
But they making their money.
Yeah, for sure. And getting their feet wet in sports. So, yeah, leave your thoughts. What do you guys think? Was this a good thing? Do you think it was rigged? Allegedly, it was rigged with Piers Morgan and everything. Oh, shit, I didn't get a video of that. Man, that was crazy. He was, like, literally laughing at him, and Jake Paul just, like, whatever, and he logged out and shit. But this whole mess says a lot about boxing right now. On the one hand, Jake Paul's bringing eyes and cash to the sport. On the other, every win seems to spark a new controversy. Is it just old school boxing fans refusing to accept change, or is there more to these rigging rumors? Either way, Paul's not backing down, and if he keeps winning, the sport's going to have to decide how much it wants to change. The bottom line, boxing's future might look at a lot of different than its past.
But this is nothing new either, though, for boxing. Mm-hmm. Even before our time, it's always been about if fights were rigged, if fights were fired, if fighters were throwing fights, and all that type of stuff. This is not nothing new. This is not.
I mean, celebrity fights seem like they're getting more traction, like influencers, TikTok, people, Instagram, YouTubers, whatever, are getting in it because of the views and their own audience wanting them to shine in the ring or something.
You got any disagreements these days? They want it to be taken out in the ring. I'm like,
right. Comment below your guys' thoughts. Who do you want to see fight? If your favorite influencer, YouTuber, anything. Comment below. And let's move on.
Next, we have Gervonta Davis arrested for domestic violence. Gervonta Davis, 30, was arrested early Friday morning in Miami Beach after weeks on the run following an alleged domestic violence incident. According to TMZ, the altercation happened June 15th while Davis was picking up his kids from his ex-girlfriend. Police say she reported being struck in the back of the head and slapped in the face, leaving a visible laceration. Her mother described her as visibly distressed and crying after the incident, and a video allegedly shows Davis throwing a box at her. Davis' mugshot showing him in a white polo and blank stare is now circulating everywhere. This isn't new territory. Davis has had multiple run-ins with the law. The latest arrest adds fresh speculation about his potential retirement and whether boxing will finally draw a line.
But yeah, he isn't new to this. There was an incident in public that he beat up his ex. Like, holy crap.
And what happened with that?
He got arrested.
And that was it?
Yeah, and charged. But I didn't read on about it. It's just, I hope he heals. I hope he finds healing. I hope he finds some kind of therapy or something, because what do you think? Is it CTE that people are saying?
I don't know about any of that, but I thought that because when you're like a professional boxer or fighter or whatever, I thought that was like a felony if you put your hands on people, if you beat people up, isn't it?
Right, because your hands are like weapons.
Right. So
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't condone domestic violence. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That's unfortunate. I don't know what they got going on.
But just like imagine, you know, him doing that because of certain anger in him that he hasn't healed, or, you know, maybe that's why he got into boxing, is to like take that out in the ring.
Right.
And then he takes it into the relationships and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of sad. But Davis was arrested after a Miami Beach license plate reader flagged his vehicle. The incident took place on June 15, 2025, during a custody exchange. The alleged victim's mother witnessed her daughter's emotional state after the attack. Police have video evidence of Davis throwing a box at his ex-girlfriend. But the video wasn't circulated, so I couldn't find that. Davis was a documented history of prior arrests and legal troubles. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think he should get arrested? Do you think he is... I don't know.
Yeah, if he beat her up, he should be arrested. Like, no question.
Should he go to jail?
Yes.
Away from the public after, you know, the stacking up on charges and
like, you
everything?
can't just keep... I'm like... You can't just keep doing that. You know what I mean?
can't.
Like, there needs to be consequences.
And then getting away with it. Just
Yeah,
'cause
like...
of your... I don't know.
That's not... Yeah, it's not okay.
Yeah. And I could just... You remember Mayweather when he was found liable too for beating up his girls while having... I just can't imagine that. It's like...
It seems like there's a pattern with all these fighters and getting into these disputes and then they getting away with it.
money and power again.
And not even just fighters, it just seems like people with money.
Yeah, money and power.
And it's like, yeah, basically what you just said. Because it's like, how are they going to learn if they keep getting away with it? And people like, you know, oh, they're untouchable. They're not untouchable. It's starting to seem like they're pretty untouchable. Yeah, I'm like, this happened before?
Right.
In
In public?
charged and nothing came of it?
Right.
Well, what's going to stop him from doing it again? Like, he's not getting in trouble for it, so...
No accountability at all. Just
I'm like, what do you think is going to happen? And then they get let off and they're just going to change and never do it again?
And still people are still going to praise him. Like,
What's going to motivate them to never do it again if they didn't have to have any consequences?
Mm-hmm. And retirement-wise, he still has a couple fights. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I hope he finds healing. I hope he finds some common ground with his ex-girlfriends. Like, come on, man. I don't know. Mental stuff, I don't know. But let's be real. This isn't the first time. Yes. But each incident feels worse. You can't keep blaming the spotlight when the same things keep happening. At some point, boxing things keeps happening. At some point, boxing's power have to stop struggling and actually do something. Fame shouldn't mean endless passes, and for his sake and everyone around him, it might finally be the time for real consequences, whether not means retirement or, you know, a long look in the mirror. Yeah. But share your thoughts, comment below. We got to move on. We got a lot to get to. After this last story, we'll get into Culture Corner, Nicki Minaj recent tirade, Love Island controversy, and rush hour sensitivity training. Yeah, we'll get into that. Because you guys need some sensitivity training. You're being too sensitive about fucking a movie that was made in the 90s, the 1900s. Like, come on.
We're living in a new time, man.
Yeah, and
we're living in new times.
And we'll get into that for sure. We'll get into the story. So, let's move on. Leah Thomas, if you don't know anything about it, Leah Thomas saga just hit a new peak in July 2025. UPenn announced it would strip Leah Thomas, who became the first openly transgender athlete to win an NCAA division, a women's swimming title, of her school records and team titles. Thomas, who previously competed on the men's team before transitioning, won multiple Ivy League championships and the 500-yard freestyle at the 2022 NCAAs. The school's reversal comes after years of heated debate at their competitive fairness and with current and former teammate now openly supporting the move, one described as restoring integrity to women's swimming. Critics of Thomas's participation have long argued the psychological advantage of male puberty remain, while supporters point to her compliance with NCAA rules. The school's about face reflects growing pressure as a national policy and public sentiment shift. Okay, we've been talking about this continuously about what our thoughts about it. It will be kind of repetitive to say that we totally agree with this because Leah Thomas is a man. Let's be honest, okay? He's a man, and it's not fair for women. So I'm glad this happened. A lot of people support this. I don't know. What do you think? What? You don't want to talk about it? Let's play devil's advocate. Guys, you got to be sensitive about his emotions that he feels like a woman.
And this happened in 2022?
No, this is well, he won the 500.
Yeah, I just feel like that was hella motive. Like I just feel like there was malicious intent behind it. Like you were in one side, and then you're like, I'm gonna go compete in the women's. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I'm just like, it's obviously not fair. That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna win.
No.
You like.
It's just in general, it's totally wrong. And then you got women, trends in women's locker rooms, women's bathrooms, trying to just like get into that space where they don't feel invited, and then women feel, and they're speaking out about it. Like we don't want this happening. Oh well, you're crazy. You need some therapy because this is happening. Type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just kind of my view on it is, like I said, I'm just really not here to offend anyone. I'm here to respect everyone and what they want to do, because honestly, everybody should be able to live how they want to live. But this is like, you know how people are like, oh, how do you care? This doesn't affect your life. But this quite literally affects women's lives. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and then even some women that are okay with it still feel uncomfortable, like, and sometimes, and I just don't think that everybody has the best intentions behind it. Yeah. Like that one guy that was like filming themselves in each bathroom that they were able to go to, and it was in the women's bathroom. I'm like, that's not normal things to do. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean?
Like that Disney one?
Yeah. Like, why are you doing that? Like, what are we really doing here?
It was like a ride or something.
Yeah, like I'm like
10 out of 10.
Like that type of stuff. It's like not everybody has like, okay, whatever. Like I said, I'm not here to judge people. Everybody should be able to live their life how they want to live it, but you still have to take into consideration how that type of thing does affect other people. That's the thing.
It does.
And not everybody has the best intention either. So, fathers and mothers and brothers and sisters, sometimes they are worried about their family's safety, the women in their family's safety, because people don't always have the best intentions. Like, and you're living in some bubble if you think that they do have the best intentions. No. And it's like sometimes when people are pressing so hard to be in women's spaces, it's just kind of like sometimes I just like side eye you, because why do you want that so damn bad?
Yeah, right.
Like, to me, like, I know this is gonna sound insensitive, but you still have a male brain in my sensitive, and you still think like that. This is not gonna change anything. And so you still see things in that way. Like, I don't care what you say, you know, like, what?
Right.
What are we talking about here?
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's. I mean, I'm glad it happened. Guys, you gotta push back. This is not normal at all. People gotta push back.
And I still think about that one video that we had on the show a while back, when that one woman was uncomfortable because she thought a full blown man was just in the wrong side of the sauna because it was fully nude, and that's where they took they got to get in the, what's it called, the jacuzzi or whatever, and you know, it's a fully nude area, and there was no, like, it just,
and the lady was traumatized.
Yeah, she just thought, oh my God, like, you know, the woman was vulnerable, completely nude, just out there going in there alone. And she sees this full grown man butt naked. You know what I mean? Like, and it's
in a woman's space,
100% male presenting. Like, nothing changed. It's just a man. But because he said, oh, well, I'm a trans woman. But it was completely male. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean?
No, you're correct.
Like, we're in uncharted waters, and like I said, I feel for everybody having rights and whatnot, but where do we draw the line?
Where do we draw the line? There
like,
you go.
Where's
the
like,
line?
I understand trying to be inclusive and all that stuff, and absolutely, but a line in the sand needs to be drawn somewhere, because that's not okay. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's think about it logically here.
Yeah, there you go. Comment below. Where do we draw the line on this? Where is the line drawn in women's spaces? Men going into women's spaces.
And even another story we did when they were upset because, what was it, like a spa or something day or something like that, when it was just for all women only that day. But it was one of those spas that were inclusive, but it was just one day out of the week that they said this is for women. And the trans community was upset about it. I think, didn't we do?
No, I don't think so.
We didn't do?
No, we did a reaction vid, but that's it.
Oh, we did a reaction to that. And I'm like, and that's what makes me look at it sideways, because they are an inclusive place. They said every other day of the week, we accept you as you are. But we want this to be a safe space for women that aren't necessarily comfortable with that, but want to still enjoy the services and experience of this place.
Correct.
So just this one singular day, like, that's compromise, you know?
Right.
Like, every other day of the week, if they so choose to be here with you and they want to be here and you're allowed, we're not restricting you from going into women's spaces, whatever. But you were so angry that they allowed there to be one day out of that week, once a week, for it to be just natural born women in there. That to me is a red flag, because why do you want to be in there so bad with obviously women that were not comfortable with that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's where I'm saying that you're still have the brain of a male. Like, you don't give a damn.
It's just people like that want the world to change for them, and they'll punch and fight and stuff and yell out just to get what they want. And if you're not doing it, you're a bigot, yada yada.
Like, the world doesn't revolve around you. You know what I mean? And the fact that it was inclusive enough to have you guys there, you know, it was just one day out of the week, but for the most part, every other day, everyone's welcome. There is, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you were so angry for that one day, because at the end of the day, you're still going to have those people that aren't comfortable with it. But if they're still respecting you, and you know what I mean? If you're still receiving that respect, that's like, why are you trying to shove that down their throats, and they're uncomfortable with it and you don't care? Yeah. That's my problem with it. But we still got a lot of stories to get to. So
That's why I was cracking up, yo. Because yeah, no, you're totally right, but you have your thoughts on it and you wanted to get it out. And hey, we're gonna keep talking about it if it keeps coming up as a story. So be prepared for that.
It's just a hard, like some people, like, and I'm already knowing, like, some people in the comments after this comes out are going to be like, no, F that, this is wrong. I don't know why you guys even feel bad for saying these things. Like, well, and not to say you guys aren't empathetic or anything like that. Yeah, the thing about that. But not to say any of that, but it's like, we still kind of look at things with an open mind. Like, we're still not trying to judge people for the way that they want to live their life. Whatever. You over there, don't affect me. I don't care what you do. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes when you see stuff like that, you see the distress, and then you see just women upset and they're crying. And they don't want to feel like they're a villain for feeling the way that they feel. And I don't think that's fair. You know, like, why do they have to feel like a villain? Because they are uncomfortable in a situation that they were not ever prepared to be in and probably never wanted to be in.
Right.
Like, that's a very vulnerable state that you're in. And
traumatized.
This complete stranger that you view as the opposite sex is in there in your face, and they're saying, sorry, we can't do anything about that because they identify as this, so you're just gonna have to live with it. That's when I feel that you're affecting other people at that point.
Yeah. No, the reports are real. If you're paying attention, that's what exactly happened. That you need to go to therapy, you need to fix your mind because this is happening. We got people identifying as women in your locker room, But anyways, comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Do you agree with us? Are you happy this is happening? That Leah Thomas stripped of her medals and accolades of winning in a women's sport. Oh my God, Ma. No, Ma. I'm not doing that. But comment below your thoughts. We got a lot to get to. Let's move on. Go ahead, Jace.
Give me one quick second.
What do you guys think?
Now, Nicki Minaj versus Jay-Z. Meltdown, paternity rumors, and Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit. If you thought the Jay-Z paternity test rumors were wild or pursuing casino license for New York.
And yes, we cover that story.
Nicki Minaj just took the drama to a new level. In July of 2025, Nicki went on a public tirade, blasting Jay-Z and holding him responsible for ruining hip-hop, while also dragging... While also dragging Megan Thee Stallion into the fray amid her ongoing lawsuit. The controversy exploded after Nicki's meltdown on social, sparking speculation about her mental state and motives. Nicki's history is no stranger to beef. Remember her clashes with Cardi B, Lil' Kim, and even her own management. But this time, the drama is layered. Jay-Z's alleged behind the...
The scene power move?
Yeah. Jay-Z's alleged behind-the-scenes power moves, the Megan lawsuit ripple effects, and the shadow of paternity test rumors all make this a perfect storm. Jay-Z, as usual, has said nothing publicly. He ain't never gonna do that.
Nope.
But social media lit up with both support and criticism for Nicki. Is this a desperate bid for for relevance or a justified call out? How much of hip-hop's turmoil really lands at Jay-Z's feet? Nicki's legacy is complicated, but there's no denying she's once again the center of attention. Man, and I was just saying
What?
how I hadn't haven't heard much from her lately.
Oh, yeah. No one has. Okay. So, the Megan lawsuit, if everyone is talking about it, a former cameraman, Emilio Garcia, in 2024 alleges sexual misconduct. fat shaming and workplace harassment. Specifically, Garcia claims he was forced to witness Megan engage in sexual acts, was subject to demeaning comments, and faced retaliation after those raising concerns. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, you don't want to watch us do this stuff? Well, you're gay, yada yada type of like. No, bro, you got to keep it professional.
Man, this thing is crazy with these celebrities. I mean, it's all alleged right now, but it's like, didn't we just get done talking about like the Tyler Perry thing a couple weeks ago?
Can you imagine? Like, you ruin hip hop, you ruin football, Jay-Z, you ruin everything, touring, Instagram. Like, damn.
And yeah, Jay-Z, I don't think he ain't had a month apiece. He ain't had not 1 month, and really, you really ain't heard much from him. Like, he tries to stay like in the shadows as much as he can, because I ain't heard nothing from that man. Like, he's involved with a lot, like, you know, obviously with the NFL performances and all that stuff. And I feel like she's also saying that too, on the sense of, I think they're still upset about the Lil Wayne thing at the Super Bowl performance and whatnot. But
oh, yep, you're correct.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Shoot, you can't even. That's. Yeah. Yeah,
and that lawsuit that dropped from Jane Doe, that holes were poked into her story, so they dropped that case with Busby and everything. The paternity test, Jay-Z doesn't want to take the paternity tests. If you have nothing to hide, if you know what I mean, that you would just take the test. So it's kind of fishy in a way, allegedly, that he's not wanting to take the paternity test. Maybe that is your son, my guy. Yeah.
Interesting. So? It is interesting.
Yeah. What's the Barb saying?
I don't know. I've been hearing about the some of them been attacking Meg and all that stuff. You know how they get down behind Nicki, so
they want that college fund from the millions of dollars.
And it's like, and I think they really on her head because you know the things that her husband had gotten in trouble for, Nicki's husband, and now Meg has this lawsuit against her for sexual misconduct, and it's like, ooh, full circle, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I knew they couldn't wait to hop on her head, but everything is still all alleged, so.
Right. Nicki Minaj 2023 album Pink Friday 2 went double platinum despite industry drama. She's asking like hundreds of millions of dollars because she got paid only $1 million, which she needs that money because it blew up her out. I think it was her first album that did. But let us know, comment below what is it, because we're not very well versed on that. So help us out. Megan Thee Stallion's lawsuit is reportedly seeking over $10 million in damages. Jay-Z's Roc Nation is under renewed scrutiny for its artist contracts. Social media engagement for Nicki's Meltdown topped 40 million views in 48 hours. Jeez. Several major artists have privately urged both camps to de-escalate behind the scenes. Yeah, it's just celebrity drama. Rich people problems that we can't relate to. Contracts behind the scenes. People, their contracts, under budget. I don't know, man. Comment below. What do you think? Barbs, what do you guys think? We don't want to be we don't want to get slandered by you guys, but let us know. What do you guys think? Who do you think, Jess? Is that it?
I have nothing else to say about that. It seems like it's business as usual in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, that Lil Wayne one. Give him a chance. Yeah.
I never forget that. I think that was like one of the first or second show I did with you.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
And I was up in there cracking up. I think I was laughing for like a cool 5 minutes. I think you had to cut some of that out because I was laughing so long.
How do you do it?
Huh?
Can you reenact it? Like.
I don't even know. We didn't even say anything. Oh yeah. It was after the you had showed the clip of like him talking about it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you cut back and you asked me a question and I just could not get myself together to answer it. I was like, that's something.
It's all that lean and stuff or whatever it is.
That is something.
Yeah. Comment below your thoughts. Do you think she's out of her mind mentally? Do you think she just relevance wise? Or is it justified that she needs her money from Jay-Z so she can open that college fund for you guys, the Barbs, right? You want that? Let's be real. Hip-hop thrives on controversy, but this one feels exhausting.
I will say this, though. I will never agree with artists not getting their money. Okay? I don't know, but I don't know the optics of it all either. I don't know if that's how the contract was set up, but I be feeling bad for artists because they really...
Yeah, for real.
We dealt the best hand usually, so
Yeah, no, the contracts are like
garbage.
Like, you got to make a huge profit on your first album to even get, and they're loaning you money, so you gotta, I don't know, like 90% of it. I don't know. Nicki's got a point about industry power games, but airing it all out online only adds confusion. Jay-Z's silence just feeds speculation. The real issues, artist control, legal battles, and credibility are bigger than petty feuds. Hopefully someone cuts through the noise soon because fans deserve more than drama. Barbs love it, man. Nicki's back. Back in the
One thing they're going to do is ride for her for sure. For sure. They do not play around. You understand?
Want to bash one of them?
Absolutely not. I do not want not any little piece of that smoke at all ever in life.
Comment below.
Barbs and Beehive, you leave them two organizations alone. You hear me? if you know what's good for you,
I don't know.
you leave them two alone.
Is that the territory I want to cross?
You leave them alone.
Probably not. Comment below your thoughts. We got to move on. We're almost close to the end, so yeah. Let's see. Love Island. Come on. It's been trending for the past couple weeks, months.
Absolutely. I've been watching every episode, too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm more of Temptation Island. I watched that one.
Actually, I haven't been watching every episode. Let me not lie.
Love Island USA isn't just about bikinis and romance anymore. Season 7 proved that real-world issues crashed the villa hard. First, Yulisa Escobar was axed in episode 2 after an old podcast clip surfaced of her using a racial slur. Let's check that out.
Are you that nigga that controls what she wears? Or right, you fuck my perfect, but that's it. Like now I'm fucking my he's mine. Like bye.
Sierra Ortega left just before the finale when screenshots of her using a racial slur against Asians made the rounds. Sierra tried damage control on TikTok. I was unaware of the world's harmful history. These scandals dominated social media with fans and critics asking how these posts slipped past casting. Meanwhile, a swirl of rumors about a cold sore HSV-1 outbreak among contestants made headlines, but there's zero official confirmation. Former contestants have spilled that STD testing is standard, but herpes often flies under the radar because so many people carry it without symptoms. Now, more viewers are talking about sexual health, stigma, and the need for better screening, not just for TV, but for everyone.
Yeah, I did hear about that earlier about the herpes thing, because even if you get a cold sore, that is still considered a form of herpes. Yeah. So, and because a lot of people get that,
and it's,
you know what I mean?
They're passing around.
And they all do a lot of kissing in that show. I tell you that. They be kissing people every week. I'm like,
see? That's what,
God.
That's what I meant.
So, yeah. I mean, I agree, but that whole cast probably...
Damn.
I don't know, tested, but at the same time, you don't know. You don't know. We don't know. But yeah, but that was the first thing I was thinking of when I would started watching the show. I'm like, dang, they just be kissing new bombshells every week. But like, you don't know them people from a can of paint kissing this person, kiss that person, challenges. Oh, I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna kiss her. I'm gonna kiss him. I'm like, golly.
Now you think about it, yeah. Now there's
Like,
a discussion, like,
sheesh.
sexual health, people.
That's
What about the racial slurs? The N-word.
I know everybody was like, oh, you know, how I didn't catch this. And I just feel like, because what happened with the other one? You said it was back in
2015 or no? Does it even say?
I thought you had said the year that she had did the podcast.
Oh no, but that was in the past.
With the slurs, obviously you shouldn't say them. You know, don't do that. And you know, people were like, "Oh, public apology," and a lot of time people still don't even accept that. Like, cause I think after once it's said, and they come out and they apologize, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't care. They need to lose everything. They should have never said that." And you know the thing that I was just telling Dolly earlier that I thought was funny was the slur that Yulissa used. You know, people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Whoopty whoopty whoop. She should have been." And obviously, it didn't even catch wind because she got kicked out before anybody knew anything. I think it was quick that she got the boot. And then on the other hand, what I thought was funny was with Sierra saying her racial slur, and all these people like, "I can't believe she said that. Whoopty whoopty whoop." And I told him on some real stuff, like, because we know the world we live in. Let's be for real. Even though you ain't been caught or you're not a public figure, I dang near will bet my bottom dollar. And I'm not excusing this at all, because she shouldn't have said that. And there was a message thread of somebody telling her that was not something she should say. So at that point, you cannot no longer be defended and say, "Oh, I didn't know," because they told you. Because I think that she had responded in a way of saying, "Oh, I wasn't using it in that way." And I think she had used it one other time, like one or two other times, you know? Yeah. So at that point, you can't be saved. Like, somebody already done told you what it meant, and it was a derogatory. But all that to say, I feel like everybody that was probably outraged that she said that probably turn around the next day and saying the N-word at the house. You feel me? Like, I'm like, let's be real, because that's the one word too that everybody's like, "Oh, y'all say it in songs. Why we can't say it?" Well, black people don't want you to say it, but you don't care. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I live in the Bay Area.
Hispanics be saying it, yo.
And not only them, your fellow people love that word too, boy. So yeah. And so that's why I'm kind of like, you know, you shouldn't say that stuff. The actions that were taken needed to be taken. But sometimes when stuff is already in motion, like, my suggestion to anybody that's ever going to get big, if there's any blemish on your record, just delete everything. Delete everything. You might as well just get rid of the account. Start over.
I think it's just jealous people too. It's like,
because
how do you get on the show? Let's dig into this person.
You feel me? Like, it's backlash. Like they never had a reason to say something about it before. But once you start getting traction, you get bigger. Now they're gonna dig deep, because it'd be wild. Like, you'll see, and they'll dig so deep, it'd be like a decade ago they didn't say something. Like, you really sat there, and then especially if they're active on social media, you'd be like, you really sat there and dug deep enough to find that's some professional haterism right there. You was a professional.
Oh, shit.
People show me every day that I'm not hating to the best of my ability, because that is crazy. But you know what I mean?
Should I screw my account, bro?
Hey, like, if you're gonna be,
that's smart though.
If you're gonna be a content creator or whatever, and you're thinking, if you even, because you said some stuff, if you even think, "Oh, that was 10, 15 years ago, I was 13, that don't matter." They're gonna find it and they're gonna crucify you for it. Yeah. So if you that's the route you're gonna take, you better delete everything.
The one that Sierra said though, but okay, the season 7 premiere drew over 2.7 million viewers, a franchise record. At least 4 contestants have left Love Island USA for social media scandals since 2021. The CDC estimates 48% of Americans under 50 have HSV1, many without symptoms. Apology videos after controversy now average over 1.5 million views each on TikTok and Instagram. Love Island producers claim they are reviewing vetting procedures for future seasons. When it comes to what Sierra said about the inks or the... Can I say it? Because I am Asian, right?
You Asian, boy. I still wouldn't say
I
it.
wouldn't say it. I'm so close to saying it. But, like, how else do you describe something like that? I understand she didn't say it deliberately to them.
She did, and the thing about
She's
it is
describing herself,
right. And the thing about it is, you know, like that's why I told you to take the reins on this, because I'm not going to insert myself into something that is derogatory to your people.
I don't even care. I don't even think anyone cared.
But a lot of people, a lot of the comments I saw, a lot of people did not even know that was derogatory.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that. But at the same time, if you kicked old girl out at the beginning of the season for that, you got to keep the same energy for the other girl. You feel me?
Right.
Like, no matter who it affects, you can't do this to one person and not do it to the other. You can't. You just can't at that point. And it was gaining so much traction, they had no choice. But it's like...
It's annoying, honestly.
You know what I mean? Like, the thing that probably, like I said before, the thing that probably messed her up is that somebody exposed the message thread of them telling her what it meant, and it was still used after that. She still used it after that. I think that was the nail in the coffin for her. Because I'm like, you can't... If somebody tells you what it means, tell you it's derogatory, and you still use it again after that...
And they're both Hispanic, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
So it's...
What's going on in the...
And that's not even all, though, either. This... And this one more pertains to the fans. Just the racism towards the black cast members on here was crazy. Because I think there was a picture actually circulating of a Palestinian cast member. Her name is Huda. On the police officer that killed George Floyd. And they put another girl's face on the George Floyd. Her name's Olandria.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, and the fans did that, and I'm like, that
too far.
The racism around this season was crazy, in all aspects, was insane. And I was like, is it really that serious for everybody to do this? It was bad. It's been really bad this season. Like,
outrage. Fans
and it's like fans are having racism, cast members are doing racism. This was not the best. And then I know the producers are like, we need to do better at vetting. Now the first girl, they should have caught that, because that was on a whole podcast. Like, you should have pulled that lady podcast up and was like, oh, you know what I mean? That's pretty easy to find. Now, finding each and every comment that these people that made, that's a little different. I mean, that's a little... But I'm like, bro, I swear there's nobody in the world squeaky clean. You can't convince me otherwise. People try to act like a saint when they haven't been caught saying it. But let's be for real.
I be saying the hard R's. No, I'm kidding.
Let's be for real. Like, when y'all be listening to songs and y'all be like, wooty, 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 wooty. I bet you when you in that car by yourself, I bet you say that word. I bet you say that word.
It's culturally... They make it seem as culturally appropriate now that you say in the music. This is just my opinion. You say in the music, you say it. Everyone says it, and they feel like it's okay for other races to use it. Hispanic people in general use it. That's just how they lived. That's how they grew up, you know. And a lot of people accepted it in a way. Some people may not. That's your own opinion, and it's whatever. But I don't know.
I don't want to say the black community probably has never accepted it. I just feel like social media is big enough at this point where they can voice their displeasure with it now.
True. Honestly, it's wild how fast reality TV can go from fun escapism to a mirror of on society's messes. The racial slurs are unacceptable. Even though I'm Asian, I don't really care. You're describing yourself. You weren't saying it towards someone.
But moving forward, do not say that. Okay.
No matter when this happens, and the apologies only go so far. As for herpes rumors, it's about time we talk openly about sexual health, especially in these freaking shows, man. They're just, reality TV isn't just entertainment. It's a crash course in what happens when private mistakes go public. If the show's smart, it'll use this as a wake-up call for the cast, the producers, and all of us watching. Comment below your thoughts. What's going on? How many people are left?
The finale's tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Okay.
I know the Chavez fans are upset because that was the one strong connection that actually lasted through the whole show. I've never seen that happen before. Actually, this season was really bad in that sense. A lot of people that ended up closing off ended up getting booted off the show. And it's like now all the couples that are left are like people that got together in this last recoupling, which was like 5 days ago. And I know you're like, I don't know what any of this means, but the fans of it, I know a lot of the fans of it were upset. And I know actually a lot of people uninstalled the Peacock app after this last episode because they were so upset that the one couple that lasted through the whole show got voted off yesterday. They were I know a lot of people were upset about that and uninstalled the app. And I
just recently saw a video of the couple interviewing.
Yeah, and honestly, the couple seems happy though. They seem like they was ready to get up out of there. So, I mean, that's a long time to spend with people that you just met 24 hours a day for dang near 2 months. Ooh, you ain't seen your family. You don't get to you know what I mean. The cameras in your face. There's an episode every single day except for Wednesday.
Shit's annoying.
And the day that they do After Sun, which is Saturday. You have a camera in your face. A lot of the cast members have said they were getting about 2 to 4 hours of sleep.
Oof.
I said, that for 2 months? Ooh, that's horrible.
Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Are you guys upset of that last couple that got booted? Was voted for, being the best couple, but then booted. Comment below. What do you think? And racial slurs, do you think that rhymes with ink? Do you think Asian people really care, or was it just like the white tea people want to be outraged for something that doesn't pertain to them? You know what I mean? Comment below your thoughts.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that because I've seen the videos on TikTok of the Asian community really speaking out about it. It was a lot of videos. I don't know if it was just to get engagement or they really felt that way, but it's y'all experience, You can't. I know you feel one way, but you can't take it away from your fellow Asian people to feel another. Because that's like, one black person saying, I don't care if you say the N word, and then another black person saying, you don't speak for me.
It's like this, okay? I'm not going to drown in sorrow. I'm not going to drown in pain because someone calls me a racial slur. Move on. That's it. After this last story on Viral Review, we'll react to media personality WALLO spark debate with his comments on supporting black-owned businesses. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Let's get... Why are you laughing?
Move on. Anyway.
Rush Hour. You ready?
Rush Hour. Our beloved Rush Hour. I know y'all 90s kids. We here. Rush. We love Rush Hour down bad. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 2. I know y'all remember that. Rush Hour now comes with a content warning, and people are losing it. Is this label really for protection, Or are we all just too sensitive? The movie, which made $244 million back in 1998, is suddenly problematic for jokes and slurs that everyone laughed at 25 years ago. Do we need warnings for every comedy older than TikTok? Quentin Tarantino says anyone could be offended by anything. Dame Judi Dench basically says, just don't watch. Does slapping a disclaimer before a film actually help, or does it just feed outrage culture? If you know it's old, why not just chill out and watch? Or is it this just the new normal for everything that made us laugh growing up? What's next? Warnings before every punchline? And this is why they say, a lot of comedians were saying comedy is going to be dead soon. Because, yes, there's funny. Unfortunately, for us in America,
Can I just point
that's
this
what
out?
everybody laughed at. Like this, you know what I mean? This was something that was normalized when we were growing up, and now it's just.
I mean, look at this. There's great moments in these pictures that if you're in that generation or actually watch the movie, you could fucking laugh because you know what was said in that at that time. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's not honest. Just I don't be like, oh, you can't find another way to be funny. Sometimes they cannot. You know what I mean? Like this, the movies are funny.
I mean, comedy is just it shoots everywhere, at anyone, at any race. It's supposed to be funny regardless of who you are.
It's supposed to be lighthearted. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, okay. It's a what's it called? Stereotype, whatever. But that's how, honestly, I want to say that's how it became a stereotype in the first place, because it came from these shows and these movies and stuff like that. I don't know. Like they said, is it even worth it to put the disclaimer? I guess, you know, like they put the disclaimer on there. Now you know what's going to be in the movie. If you don't want to support that, you don't want to put your money towards that, then I agree, then don't watch it. You know what I mean? Because at least they told you. I mean, would you be more upset if you went to go see it and then you see that in there and now you didn't put money towards watching this and you don't support the fact that they saying those upsetting things in there that you don't like? So they gave you a disclaimer. It's just kind of like when they tell you this is some really hot chip. Don't come for us. If you eat this and you burning from the inside out and you crying and throwing up, that's basically the same thing. Don't put your money towards that if you're going to be upset that they said this, that, and the third.
But when I see this disclaimer, you know, it's like preparing me to be offended by anything in the movie. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, be prepared to be offended. And, you know, when you go out, it's like, is everyone offended by everything nowadays?
Basically.
Like, hey, your shoes, I'm offended because it was created by yada yada. Like, sensitivity training. Let's talk about it. Like,
you can't really get away with saying anything anymore. Like, literally, I don't want to be dramatic, but you can't. You can't say anything anymore. You can literally say anything and offend anyone now. It's like I said, it's just it's not nothing any new.
People are saying retarded nowadays.
Yes, they are. And you just said it right there. That is a very bad word.
The disclaimer first aired on USA Network on July 4th, 2024. And is that right? And went viral 2 days later. 2024. Rush Hour has 2 sequels and TV spinoff, none of which carried warnings until now. Over 60 older movies on streaming services have added similar content warnings since 2022. Social media polls now, viewers are split. 47% think the warning is necessary, 41% support it, 12% have no opinion. The phrase outdated and offensive now appears in at least 15 different movie disclaimers on Prime Video.
And you just got to look at it this way. The generation that's not really messing with it is getting older and older and older. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And our generation is getting older and older and older that don't necessarily mind it. So you dang near, I guess you have to put it at this point, because they're going to be the ones, they're having the kids now. They're choosing if they want to spend their money on that and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, the world is shifting to what that generation finds acceptable and not acceptable.
I don't like it.
So it is what it is. You know, I really don't.
Okay, let's talk about the movie. Like, culturally, it was like a culture shock of like two different cultures meeting up. Even Jackie Chan was like, how is this funny? You know, it was a culture shock for him. Like, certain things people thought was funny, especially with Chris Tucker, you know, improvising a lot of in the movie. It's just, yeah, it was just an iconic, most creative, and best story of all time of a comedy and an action movie film. It's like, if you have no sensitivity or biases about it, whatever, you would find it a really great movie to watch. Like, regardless, like, I would continue to keep watching it throughout the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's that good. I don't know. Get it out of your.
I don't know. Everybody's just really worried about being canceled these days. That's really the movement now, and I don't even think people care too much about offending people. They just don't want to get canceled, and they don't want to lose endorsements and money in their end of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Do you? I don't care.
Yeah, at this point, I can't care. I'm just like, it is what it is. What can we do about it? Nothing. It is just the way the world is moving, and then it is what it is.
Some jokes just don't age well, I guess. But isn't that the whole point of context? If we keep baby-proofing every bit of pop culture, what's left? Comedy is supposed to push buttons. Sometimes it misses, sometimes it lands, but that's how you know it's doing its job. The world hasn't gotten meaner. We've just gotten way too eager to be offended.
And honestly, I feel like they done eased up. Some of the old stuff and old movies that I used to watch my parents watch, shoot, you went to a comedy show, you were in danger of getting roasted. And you just came to see a show. It didn't even matter where you sat. They would find whoever they felt they could roast in that show and probably roast you to perfection.
Yeah. Okay, moral of the story, man, don't be offended by everything. Just don't be offended by everything. Take it as a joke. Live life. Laugh. See different perspectives of different cultures. You know, I don't care if you call us, I'm not gonna say it, but the rhymes with ink. Like, I don't care. Other people would care. You know, in their past, their parents were subject to it, but that's just my opinion. I don't really care. Yeah, do you? Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Is it overblown? Do you think they should take it off? Do you think it's justified for your younger kids to be watching it, that they need a disclaimer? Whatever. Comment below your thoughts. Let's move on. We're getting close to the end of the show. Let's reaction vids from the interwebs. WALLO expressed disinterest in being compelled to support a business simply because it is black owned. That quality should still be the primary factor in consumer choice. Let's take a look.
Us. Oh, I'm black. Oh, black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Don't fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto.
And he is 100% right. I know there was a movement that was like, oh, we all need to support our fellow black-owned businesses and this and that. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
But I still want quality. And you, as a black-owned business, should still want that too. Don't be riding it with the, oh, we're black-owned, so you need to buy from us. No. You still need to be producing quality products, quality service. You know, sometimes they think they can get by with saying just because it's black-owned. I work a long time and I have bills to pay, and you know, I don't just have money to just be spending on a whole bunch of bullshit. So absolutely I'm going to support you, but you better be 10 toes down with your stuff and make sure it's quality. Like, you still need to making sure you're putting out quality service, quality items, quality food. And you won't even need to say that you black owned, but that will be a bonus. Let that be a bonus to it. And don't let that be the whole thing, you know? Right. Let it be a bonus that you are black owned. Like, oh, you black owned and you good? No, matter of fact, this is a great restaurant and it's black owned. That's what I want it to be. This is a great store. And it's black owned. I don't want it to be, it's black owned.
So I have to put my money to
But it's all right. I mean, it ain't the best. No. This is a great restaurant. This is a great store. This is a great whatever. This is a great clothing line. This is a great jewelry shop. And it's black owned. That's how I want to say it. You know what I mean? Come on. Ooh. And y'all got it in y'all. I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You won't need to be running around saying that if your stuff is good. Like he said.
I mean, just nothing else to say about it. Yeah, Jess. 100% correct. Clip it. Comment below. What do you guys think? Is she right? Is
Absolutely.
he right?
I don't care what y'all think for this.
Are you?
I am right. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, for sure. Comment what you think. Like I said before, we love when you guys leave comments. We love hearing your thoughts. We love talking about it. We love revisiting it. Yeah, and maybe in the future with more engagements we get, if you guys just even have questions or topics, maybe we'll do a fan podcast where all the topics we speak about that day are all fan topics of what they want to talk about, what they want to hear about, what they want us to look into.
Yeah, correct. Comment below. Black-owned business. Everything about that. Yeah. Everything that Jess said is already said. But and the comments we comment at that time. We comment. We hear you out and stuff. But yeah, we kind of went overboard, like an hour and 12 minutes. But comment closing thoughts. Comments anything. There is a lot of comments. We addressed it right there and then, so you are being heard. Stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Positive note, positive posts. We leave the show on a positive note. When they say you deserve better, you deserve reassurance. Actions that match intentions, emotional availability, and actual expense of energy and kept promises. Don't settle out of loneliness. Do you know what that means? Don't settle out of loneliness?
Yeah, no.
What?
Oh, I'm lonely, so I'm gonna
just stick with you.
Yeah, like it's like you're, like I said, you're settling. If you're in a situation where you know you deserve more, you know your worth, but because you don't want to be by yourself, you're settling for less than what you know you deserve as a person.
I get it.
That is settling.
Damn.
Strive for better. You deserve better.
Have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.